If you're taking a cruise that stops in Cozumel, you may be wondering how you should spend your day. One of the most popular ways to soak in the island's beauty is to book a day pass at a beach club. There are several beach clubs to choose from, but in this video, I'm going to give you a full review of my day at Paradise Beach. And I'll give you all the details you need to know if you decide to go. If that sounds interesting, please keep watching. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're having a splendid day, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kim, and I do cruise videos to help you have a better vacation. So I recently visited Paradise Beach on a cruise with Virgin Voyages, and I was with my husband and my parents. I had heard good things about Paradise, and I was really excited to try it out. And although I did like some of the amenities, Paradise is not my favorite beach club in Cozumel, but I'll get into that shortly. With that being said, let's dive in. We booked this cruise excursion ourselves on TripAdvisor, but you can get day passes at several different websites, including Expedia, I believe. A day pass at Paradise is going to run you about $70 per adult. So you pay a deposit on the TripAdvisor website, and then you pay the remainder when you get to Paradise Beach. You can pay the balance with American dollars, Visa, or MasterCard. Once you book, TripAdvisor will email you vouchers that you print out and bring along with you. Oh, and you can bring your kids to Paradise. A day pass for minors is around $50, and infants are free. So what's included with your $70 day pass? Let's take a look. First, you get unlimited food and unlimited drinks and cocktails. Lounge chairs are included, as is Wi-Fi. The resort has freshwater showers, bathrooms, and changing rooms, and of course, you get pool and beach access. And now let's take a look at what costs extra. First, Paradise offers a fun pass, and that includes access to the water park, kayaks, paddle boards, and snorkel gear. And that goes for around $15 per person. Wave runners are not included, and you also have to pay extra for parasailing, banana boat rides, massages, hair braiding, henna tattoos, and lockers. Coconut drinks and premium top shelf drinks are not included, and towels are not included, so you're going to want to bring those with you from the ship. So on the day we visited, we walked through the Cozumel cruise port all the way to the taxi stand, and taxis in Cozumel only take cash, so be sure to have American dollars with you. I believe we paid $4 per person to get to Paradise Beach, and this was in a shared cab, so we had other people with us. And it's maybe a 15-minute drive to get to the beach club. When we got there, we checked in with the host, and we were escorted to our loungers. You have a choice between beach loungers or pool loungers. I would recommend that you choose the pool loungers. If you're on the beach, your view will probably just be more beach loungers, unless you're in the very first row by the ocean. So unless you can score those, I think the pool loungers are a better bet, especially if you want to people watch and take in the scene. Also, there are vendors on the beach who will try to sell you things, so if you want to avoid that, go for the pool loungers. Speaking of the pool, it's really nice, very large and inviting. In my opinion, the pool was the best thing about Paradise Beach. So once we were settled into our loungers, we ordered a couple beers. Our attendant brought them over along with waters and chips and salsa and guacamole. He did this automatically without us asking, which was really nice. I then went to book a massage, and massages at Paradise Beach were a little more expensive than they have been at other beach clubs I've visited, but it was certainly a bargain compared to what the cruise ship costs. I believe it was around $75 for a 60-minute massage. I booked the massage and then took off to explore more of the club. I was surprised how limited the availability was for a massage. Most slots were already booked, even early in the day. So if you're interested, be sure to schedule as soon as you get to Paradise. Oh, as I was exploring, I did pass the smoking area, and it was actually really nice with tables, and it was shady, so you're not stuck behind a building somewhere. There's actually a nice place to relax. So if you do smoke, just know that there's a good area for you. Then we went to check out the beach, and this was a disappointment for me. Most of the views in front of Paradise are blocked by the trampoline park, so you don't get great ocean views. Your view is mostly blocked, and you end up looking at the trampoline park. At Mr. Sancho's, which is another Cozumel beach resort, the trampoline park is way off to one side, so you still get good ocean views. And at Nachikokum, another option, they don't have a trampoline park, so the views are stunning. Then it was time to order lunch, and I don't like to eat at lounge chairs. I really prefer to eat at tables. That's just me. Maybe it's because I'm prone to spilling things. I don't know, but I really do prefer a table. There are tons of tables at Mr. Sancho's and Nachikokum, but at Paradise, they don't really have many. We finally found a table near the taco truck, and that's where we ate our lunch. Oh, side note, but the tacos come from this truck, and the rest of the food comes from a different kitchen. So just know your food will probably come out at different times. We ordered shrimp tacos, chicken fajitas, and a cheese quesadilla, and the food was pretty good, no complaints. But in my experience, Nachikokum hands down has by far the best food of any beach club that I've visited in Cozumel. And I do have a video all about Nachikokum if you're interested, and I will link it at the end if you want to watch. It was then time for my massage, so I headed back to that area. And I kind of hung out there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes before somebody finally came out and told me that they had made a mistake and that I would need to come back in about an hour for the massage. They gave me $10 off. I was a little annoyed, but I went back at that time, and then I wasn't annoyed any longer because the massage was fantastic. Oh, and my mom got a henna tattoo while we were there. It wasn't very expensive, and it looked great. I thought it looked really, really good, so highly recommend that if you're interested. Where is my thing? My husband and I then decided to take a walk to the end of the pier, and sitting on the pier was a very cute pelican. He was obviously very used to people because he just sat there as you walked by. At the end of the pier was a tiki hut and some swings. I thought this was very fun, and they were allowing kids to jump into the water. I gave the swings a try, but I didn't jump into the ocean. Still, I enjoyed myself very much. This was a highlight of my day. Next, we headed back to the pool for another dip. I really did enjoy the pool at Paradise. It was a nice size, and it was nice and refreshing. Our servers seemed to disappear more and more towards the end of the day. I'm not sure why, because normally when you're at a beach club, that's when they tend to come to you more often because they know you're going to be leaving soon and tipping. But he just kind of seemed to disappear. Wasn't a big deal, but I thought I would mention it. So we decided to head over to the bar to get drinks ourselves, and I'm glad we did because they had my favorite swings. Having a couple cocktails at the open air bar while looking at the ocean was just a great way to end our day at Paradise. After spending an hour or so at the bar, we packed up our things, tipped our server, and got a taxi back to the port. There were taxis waiting for guests right in the Paradise parking lot. Oh, and there is a pharmacy on site if you're interested in that. I know a lot of people do like to go to the Mexican pharmacies. I asked a couple people what they buy there, and they said Viagra. That was the number one answer I got. I did not buy Viagra there. Neither did my husband. And also they have a diet pill that is legal in Europe and in Mexico, but not in the United States. And some people said they were getting that. And I think they might have Z-Packs. I don't know. But if you are interested in that, just know that they do have a pharmacy right there on site. So we had a really pleasant day. It was a great day, and I would go back if I couldn't get into Nachikokum or Mr. Sancho's. Nachikokum just has a more upscale vibe. They really limit the number of guests, so it's just more peaceful. They have a hot tub. They've got better ocean views, and the food is better. And in my experience, Mr. Sancho's is just more lively, more fun. They've got 2 pool bars. There's more to do. It just seems like if you want energy, I'd go to Mr. Sancho's. If you want chill, I'd go to Nachikokum, but I would not complain at all about going back to Paradise. That's just my opinion. Everybody's got their favorite beach club if you're familiar with Cozumel, so I would love to know your opinion. And that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I do lots of different cruise videos, and I would love it if you would join my traveling party. Until next time, I hope you have safe and happy travels. I appreciate you. Bye.